Good afternoon from my robe. Today I'm going to take you through the 4 steps that took me from this skin texture to what I have now, which is basically no skin texture. Side note that there's nothing wrong with skin texture, it is normal. If you want to improve it, then you probably like my channel because it's pretty much all I talk about amongst a few other things. So let's get into it. The first thing that I did was identify which products may or may not be contributing to the clogged pores. When you have texture like this, it means that there are clogged pores, so you need to figure out exactly why you've got them, and there are 2 reasons that there might be. I'm going to focus on the first one first. The first reason is that there are products causing it. So in my case, it was because I used a moisturiser that was very, very rich, too rich for my skin, was suffocating it. I switched to this moisturiser because it was similar to the one I was already using by the same brand, and it was actually wildly different in terms of the ingredients. Very quickly this happened to my skin, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Even though I'd caught it fairly quickly, it still had done quite a lot of damage that I needed to undo. If you're not a whiz on ingredients, I recommend doing this step by using these 2 websites. They let you paste in the ingredients list of your products and they give you a rating on whether or not they are likely to clog your pores. It's not gospel, it's not black and white, there is no science to this. Comedogenic is no longer a term that is used that widely, but it's a start. There's no point trying to use products to reduce the closed comedones if you're still using the products that are giving you them in the first place. That leads on to point number 2, which is I bulletproofed my cleansing routine. The second reason a lot of people have this texture, aside from the products they're using, is that they're not cleansing them off their face effectively. One big mistake I see a lot of people make is they use an oil cleanser in the evening, they wash it off, and then they use the rest of their products. Quite often, the oil residue is still on your face, and that can be contributing to the clogged pores, which is why double cleansing exists. I recommend double cleansing, and the other thing I recommend doing is cleansing for at least 1 minute with each cleanser. There's no point putting products on a face that isn't properly cleansed. They're just not going to be able to do their job. Third thing that I did to address this texture that works super well over time is I address my skin barrier health. It's an element of your skin health that is often overlooked. Essentially, your skin barrier can be broken down by using way too many acids or way too many new products, and your skin barrier is responsible for keeping bacteria out of your skin, amongst other things. So if you have a damaged barrier, you're more likely to have acne, more likely to have poor texture. This is my favourite product for skin barrier health. I haven't deviated since I started using it, and I recommend it to anyone. And the fourth and final thing that I did to change this texture and maintain it was I stopped messing around with my skincare routine. I stayed consistent with it. A skin cycle is 6 weeks long. No one's going to see results in 2 weeks. Anyone that says that you will is essentially just marketing to you. Anything that happens with skin is slow. Sadly, that is the truth. You have to stick with a routine for at least 6 weeks, which is 1 skin cycle, to see the full effects of that routine. If you keep changing up with different products, trying new products, if you break out, you freak out, and then you try something new to get rid of that breakout, you're just going to distress your skin, ruin your barrier. It's a vicious cycle. I haven't really changed this routine for like 2 years. If you found this helpful, I make a lot of similar content, so make sure to like and follow.
Part 2 of free skincare hacks that doesn't cost you a dime. Entirely free. No need to go buy a product. Let's get started. Hack number 4. Do not sleep on your face. This is what you're doing for hours if you're sleeping on your face. When someone comes in for a skin consultation, I know 10 out of 10 times if they're side sleepers and which side they're sleeping on. And when you get these permanent vertical diagonal lines, you literally can't fix them even with Botox. Number 5, do not go to sleep without cleansing your face. If you have to pick morning or night to wash your face, nighttime is a must. Or on the topic of cleansing, you should be cleansing for at least 60 seconds, 2 minutes, even better. Hack number 6, when you're putting on skincare, no rubbing, only tapping or pressing the products on your skin. No need to be creating extra wrinkles when you're spending your hard-earned money on that skincare product.
You guys know that my mom and I are very real when it comes to sharing about our skincare. So today we're going to share some of our biggest insecurities. I wake up with really puffy eyes every single morning. 이 엄마, 이 boss?
나는 eye wrinkle. 엄마 이 주름이 너무 고민인데 뭐가 좋을까?
짜잔!
와 이게 뭐야?
This is the Believe Moisturizing Eye Balm Cream.
와우.
They say it's really good. So we gotta try this.
와 이제 너랑 나랑 같이 쓰겠네?
We can try this together. Okay, first impression, 엄마.
시원해.
시원하지?
와.
It contains squalane to stabilize the skin's moisture barrier and hydration, comfrey leaf to heal dryness and soothe skin, and tiger grass to soothe skin and boost elasticity.
How does it feel? It feels so hydrating.
근데 굉장히 가벼운 느낌.
Super moisturizing, hydrating, but also really lightweight. If you have similar concerns as us, I think you really need to try this cream.
엄마 이거 너무 좋아서 쭉 쓸 것 같아.
I just got done with my workout and my hair is so itchy. Let me show you how I actually use the As I Am co-wash. This is the Dry Itchy Scalp Dandruff co-wash. because it's a co-wash. So if you have dry, textured, curly hair, a co-wash is supposed to be like a substitute for shampoo. But in this case, I use it as a treatment. So let me take my hair out of this sweaty bun first. So I'm gonna apply this to my scalp as if it were a mask. It's really creamy. So I just work it into my hands and then start rubbing it and massaging it into my scalp. Instantly, you feel like this relief from this cooling sensation that this has. It's kind of like a minty, well, it has tea tree in it, so that's what it is. But it also has an active ingredient, pyrethon zinc 1%. It's an anti-dandruff seborrheic, I can never say this word. You know, this word right here. Now I'm just using this scalp massager from K-Ting to work it into my scalp. I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes and then I'm gonna wash my hair. I'm gonna use this in the shower to scrub, the As I Am actual shampoo to double cleanse my hair, just to make sure I get everything out. And this is gonna be my conditioner. I did have my hair in a hair towel, but I try not to leave it in there too long because I think the excess moisture leads to that itchiness and flakiness of the hair. Also dryness, you have to keep it balanced. It can't be either or. I had to put on actual clothes because they're doing construction at my house. And if you're wondering what I use to prep my hair, Olaplex number 6 and Olaplex number 7 oil. If your scalp starts to get sweaty again from blow drying, just hit it with the cool shot. I like it on the low air setting. And I just hold down that button and cool down my scalp. I'm gonna style my hair in another video, but that is everything I wanted to share for my dry, itchy, flaky, dandruffy scalp issues. Let me know if it helps you.
Skin photoaging and how can you prevent it? So photoaging is a process where UV radiation leads to free radical production. Free radicals are bad, which then leads to oxidative stress on the cellular level, which in turn accelerates the signs of skin aging like fine lines, dark spots, and collagen depletion. So how can we prevent this premature photoaging from happening? First, you have to use antioxidants, at least in the morning. Vitamin C is one of my favorite antioxidants because it neutralizes those free oxygen radicals. If you're on the more sensitive side, this serum is definitely worth trying. It's the Jumiso's brightening and balancing serum. She's very hydrating and gentle on your skin. For those of you who already have some dark spots, the same brand Jumiso makes this Pure C 5.5 Glow Serum, 5.5% ascorbic acid, ferulic acid, tocopherol, and arbutin. Both are great. Then I recommend going in with a product that will strengthen your skin barrier. This is a Snail Mucin 95 Peptide Essence. She is also known for her power to heal sun-damaged skin. And lastly, the most important step, the sunscreen. The sunscreen is going to decrease the amount of UV rays that your skin is going to absorb. Find the one that works for you and just be consistent with it.
I'm really gonna expose myself here, but this was my skin in January. She was looking rough, to say the least. This was my skin in June with makeup on, and then again beginning of July. And this is my skin now with no beauty filter on at all. The reason I'm making this video is really just to inform you guys of what I've been going through behind the scenes with my skin that I haven't really talked about too much, but it just tears me apart to see all the girls commenting on my videos saying, your skin is so perfect, like it's so glowy, like how does it look so nice? And me knowing that you guys have been saying that since before, you guys just can't tell through social media that my skin looked like that, but now I can come up and say, you know what, this is what I did, this is how I handled it, and I hope you guys can take something from this and do the same. If you've ever had skin issues, you know that it really affects your self-confidence and how you can even leave the house. It's really difficult to just go about your daily life when you don't feel comfortable in your own skin. It just got to a point where I was kind of going a little bit crazy because no matter what I was doing, it just wouldn't get better. I personally didn't want to go to the doctor for so long because I just felt like it was almost embarrassing that I had to go there for my skin, but that's ridiculous. And once I went there and started this medication, I just can't even explain like the weight that's been lifted off my chest, and I want you guys who experience the same thing to find peace in doing that as well, because it has really just done the most for me and I feel like I really needed it. There are literally a million reasons why your skin could be breaking out, and most of them you wouldn't even know unless you talked to and got tested by a doctor. For me, my issue primarily was gluten and how it made my skin react when I did consume it, which was on a daily basis, so nothing that I was doing was actually gonna help my face. But now with the help of a dermatologist, it's been only 2 months on the medication and my skin is completely different. So if you're having skin issues that are really, really persistent and nothing you're doing is helping, please go see your doctor. They can do so much for you that you have no idea about until you get there. This treatment that I'm doing is actually like a 6 to 8 month long process, and I'm only 2 months in and this is already the difference it's made. So I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes, but yeah, love you guys lots, and thank you all for listening.